Hi guys, so this video is about parallel lines on the coordinate graph. So I've got four lines drawn here, and you should not be able to see that they're all parallel to each other. So the definition of parallel is that the lines never meet. So it's like they go along beside each other forever, but they never meet. So if you think back, there's something you need to know about slope then with parallel lines. So if you're to think about slope for a second, slope really, where the formula comes from, the formula is y2 minus y1 over m over x2 minus x1, or rise over run. So the rise over the run, that's where that formula comes from. So slope just means how far a line is rising over how far it's running. So if I was to calculate the slope of the first line there, if I was to actually do it out or use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, you should get in the end 2 over 1, because the rise there, it's rising 2 boxes and it's running 1 box, or it's going across 1 box. So 2 over 1. So the slope there is 2, or 2 over 1. If I was to look at this line then, it's the same thing. It's just 2 over 1 again. And then the same with the next one, 2 over 1. And the same with the next one, it's rising 2. So for every 1 it's going across, it's rising 2. So you should see that, because if lines are parallel, then the slope in them has to just be the same. So that's really what we're getting at here. And it's the same, I mean, if you were to draw a different line, so so if I was to do that line, and this line then is parallel to that line, it'll be the same thing. So in that one there, the run is actually 2 and the rise is 1, and it's a negative slope, so it'll be minus 1 over 2, so minus 1 over 2. So you should be able to see that parallel lines are always just going to have the same slope. So that's really all we're saying here, but it's just that's just a little bit about it to help you remember, hopefully. So if I was to look at this example and find some lines that are parallel to the line y equals 3x minus 2. So we should know from before, if I use y equals mx plus c, I can read off that the slope of that line is actually just 3, because there's a 3 in front of the x. So when the line is written in that form, where y is on the left hand side, the slope is just whatever is in front of the x. So the slope here is 3. Therefore, I can make up some other lines. So as long as I make sure that the slope is 3, the rest of it could be anything really. So some other lines that would be parallel then would be y equals 3x plus 6. So I'm just making up the plus 6. So you can put anything that, where the plus 6 is then. So if you think about it, that line has slope of 3 as well. So as long as it has the same slope, the line has to be parallel. That's all we're saying here. And then y equals 3x minus 7, y equals 3x plus 10. So as long as you have the 3x, so y equals 3x plus something or minus something, it has to be parallel. So y equals 3x, that'd be another line. Let's look at the second example then. So find the line that is parallel to y equals 4x minus 3 and has the point 4, 8. So this is a more specific line then. There's just one answer to this. So if I write y equals mx plus c over that again, you should be able to read off that the slope in that is 4. So m equals 4, because there's a 4 in front of the x. But this line then, so the line that's every line that's parallel to that has to also have a slope of 4. But this line that they're asking us for has the point 4, 8. So if it has the point 4, 8, we can use the equation of a line formula, and we can just sub it into it. So y minus y1 equals m by x minus x1, and I can just put in a 4 then for the m, because I know that this line has to have the same slope. So y minus y1 is 8 equals 4 multiplied by x minus, and x1 is 4. So I can just multiply out the brackets on the right hand side, so 4x minus 16. And I can just bring over the minus, or bring over the 4x, so I can subtract 4x from both sides. So I get minus 4x plus y minus 8 equals minus 16. And then if I was to just bring over the minus 8 to the other side, or add 8 to both sides, I'm going to get minus 4x plus y equals minus 8. So I'm just tidying up. So you don't need to bring it over if you don't want there, or you could bring over the minus 16, bring it over the other side, but you should get an answer, something like that. So that's the equation of the line that's parallel to y equals 4x minus 3, but has the point 4 to 8.